everyone. It is definitely this Sunday morning session is very exciting and something I look forward for, right? So like Mayank introduced, I am a wellness coach, and I'm very happy to introduce a WQ champion with whom I worked, Praneetha, right? So Praneetha, like Mayank said, shifted to India after 12 years, and it was not a very happy shift situation after the shift, right? So maybe she'll explain more about her, what is her story and her overcoming, and how she's in a better place health wise right now, right? So so welcome Praneetha to this session. Thank you. Yeah, so Praneetha, hi, welcome to the session.
Yeah, thanks, Ramya. Thanks. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thanks so much for having me over in the session. Really happy to be here.
Great. So if you can introduce yourself.
Yes. So I'm currently in Pune. I'm 35 years old. When I started this, the program with Ramya, it was 3 years, 2.5, 3 years ago. From 2008 December until 2019 August, I lived in the US, and then we transitioned to India. I'm currently in Pune. So I have a 8-year-old, and Pune is completely new to me. So I was trying to adjust to this, and being in US, my immunity has reduced a lot because we're always, in such a clean environment, and you become so sensitive to seasonal allergies and things like that. So my immunity lowered a lot, and when I came to Pune, I was like continuously coughing, and if I don't use a cetirizine, in 24 hours, I am again coughing and sneezing. So I've gone to several doctors for the same reason. I've got all kinds of a diagnosis done to see what the issue is. Is it the lungs? What is it, respiratory wise? Whatever it is. So it was the first COVID times. I'm coughing, and people around me are afraid of me, staying next to me. They don't want to be next to me. My daughter doesn't want to sleep next to me. So, a lot of confusion happening. What is happening with my health? It was COVID negative every time. And so I was having this conversation with Ramya. Ramya has been my friend from, my high school days, and being in US, the connection has had a gap, but coming back to India again, I was able to connect with her. It was very nice that I had this discussion with her, and she told me what she was working on and everything, and she guided me through this thing so I can get off of this particular allergies and all that. So when I followed what Ramya has told me, I'm completely okay now. I just, even when I had to shift from one apartment to another apartment with all that dust around me and everything, I didn't have to cough. I didn't have to, worry about that, I'll be sneezing, coughing, or I'll be rubbing my eyes. So it's nothing as such. So it improved so much, and I'm pretty confident that I can be in any kind of an environment and I'll be perfectly okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So, Praneetha, I remember the first time we spoke about this. You were mentioning about like how you were on continuous medication, right? So, if you can tell us what was the pain you were going through, at that time before you started the program, and because I understand allergies were there, but at the same time, how your day-to-day life became. How was your day-to-day life? If you can paint a picture to us to understand.
Yeah, so it was very hectic too. So, that my day-to-day life, with the move happening from US to India, it was very unplanned for us. It happened that we had to choose as we had some opportunities in India. And it was very hectic. Life was very stressful all of a sudden. So diet was not in control. We just used to eat something because we need to have some energy to do something. So it was very stressful that way, and I was not knowing what if I'm doing something right. And it was impacting the emotional side of me as well. Like, I'm not eating healthy, so I am somewhere, I'm having some kind of rage that, I'm showing irritations around to people around me. I'm being frustrated. I'm not having energy to take up more challenges, or to get through my whole day. At least, like, towards the evening, I want to go for a walk, but then, okay, I just want to sit down and relax because I don't have energy to get off the apartment and go downstairs to go for a walk. So it was that bad. But yeah, then eventually, as I followed what has been guided to me, a lot of things have improved. I'm happier, I'm healthier, I'm able to take up more and more. Like, every day, it gives me more energy to take up something more beyond what I did the previous day. So that's how the shift has happened in me.
No, I remember you were saying about how you had to take all the antihistamines, which were
Yes.
making you very sleepy.
Yeah, so that's everything again. Like, the medications, I have to be on a medication every 24 hours. If I don't, then I'm like, it's all again back to normal. So the root cause was not being treated, but just was giving me a temporary relief. It's like, not like, if I would know I'm reaching 24 hours. So if I do not take my medicine at the 24th hour, then I am again coughing, have like, my face is all like itchy, everything. So I'm rubbing my eyes. So it was very difficult without medication.
Right. I
And
remember
that
that.
medication also put my energy levels down, because I am sensitive to medications. If anything, they might say it's not, like levocitrazine, they might say it's not sedative, but I, even with, like, the lowest dose I go with levocitrazine, I used to feel very drowsy and down with energies. I can't do anything.
Yeah. No, I understand. It is not that easy to be, like, almost feeling sleepy the whole day. Still, you have to get along with the work for the day, right? So,
Yes.
and at the same time, that it is not a permanent solution, and it is gonna come back in 24 hours, and you will have to go through a similar situation every 24 hours. I understand, how it has been for you. So, so if you can tell us, where do you stand now after the WQ program? You already shared, but if you can tell us in detail, like, when was the last time you took a antihistamine or anything like that, So how was
Yeah.
how are you now after the program?
Yeah, so if I remember, it's been more than 1.5 years that I took an antihistamine. So I have it handy, but recently I just cleared up my medicines to see what is available, and I might have to, if I have to dispose of some, and those antihistamines expired, so I had to just trash them as well. So yeah, so antihistamines, I don't have them with my recent cleanup of my medicine shelf. I don't have any antihistamines with me, and it's been more than 1.5 years, if I remember, because last March was when I had to shift from one apartment to another apartment, and that's when I just try to keep it handy, because I know I'll be exposed to dust, just as a safety net. But yeah, I did not get to use it, and till now I did not use any antihistamines.
Wonderful. Definitely, it is good to be in this place, right? Great. So, and then, if you can tell, you were telling that how the previous situation was affecting you mentally, right? So right now, what is your mental state health wise? What do you feel?
Yeah, mental state, health wise, like, I'm so used to, like, getting up in the morning with a lot of energy. Earlier it used to be like, oh, I used to feel sleepy, I used to feel drowsy, even though it was like medicine, which is like, the lowest dose, one per day, 1 in 24 hours. I used to struggle to get up in the morning, but now I don't have that. My body is so tuned to getting up at a particular time in the morning. So I am up around 6:15 in the morning, no matter what. And I don't get up with a feeling of, okay, this is what I have to do next. But I can do it. Like, it's a feeling of taking it up and just doing it. It's not like I'm thinking that I have to do this. So the energy levels are definitely I mean, it's definitely on a very improved side, uh, and yeah, a lot of shift in even emotional side. Like, it makes me feel strong. Even if I have to take up something, it doesn't drain me out emotionally, saying that, okay, this is something that's hard that I have to do it. Okay, this is something that's, yeah, it's not draining out my mental energies as well. So I am able to strongly, on a positive way, take up and do it in a very energetic way.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm sure. I remember, you were mentioning about how just, after cleaning a bathroom, getting into the bathroom would be so painful for you. You have to wait
Yes.
for so many hours because of the smells and chemicals would affect you, right?
Yes,
So, yeah.
yes,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so
it was,
that's I forgot about it, Ramya, because I forgot about the allergies. But yeah, glad you remember that. So after the maids clean the bathroom with Harpic or any detergents and they go, I can't step into the bathroom. I have to keep those windows open or whatever, and I have to wait for a couple of hours for me to go into that bathroom, because as soon as I smell those, I'm coughing, I'm feeling very, irritated inside. I can feel it, like, I know I couldn't feel the breathing go completely till the end of the lungs. So that was
yeah,
how suffocated I used to feel.
correct.
Yeah.
I can understand how it must be feeling that, you go to all the doctors possible and the only solution they were giving, you were doing that, but still everyday life was getting so
Things with
difficult,
medicines.
right?
Yes.
Even with doing everything that was possible, right?
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
understand how it must be feeling that, because the simplest thing was we just addressed the root cause, and we could get to a place where it was easier. So what
Right.
were, if you can tell us in one or two lines, like what are the major things you would have changed that it helped you get you here?
Mainly, I would say, proportions and our eating, and having a balanced diet, having it in a very proportioned way, a very balanced way. That helps, along with some minor changes with what is needed, because the food these days, it's all hybrid, or something that's with some kind of farming techniques which are not the natural ones that we are getting, right? Even if you buy a normal tomato, you don't get the proper tomato, you get a hybrid tomato, which you don't know it's giving you the full set of nutrients. So that changes a lot of things in our hormones, so that does not help. The diet itself does not help uh, balance everything for us. So I think whatever the supplements that I'm getting out of these, it's really adding to what my diet is, and completely my energy levels, and there's a lot of improvement in a lot of aspects. And one more part is my eye. I think it's 1 year, last year around the same time, suddenly, I don't know, my right eye I was not able to see half of it, and half side of it I was not able to see. So if I close my left eye, right eye, I can only see this, I can't see anything on this side. So it was suddenly, it was surprising to see why that was happening, and I did not notice it myself. And then suddenly my daughter pointed out, saying, Mom, your eyes are red. So I had to rush to the doctor, and then a lot of tests like glaucoma, or what it is, whatever tests have been, I was put through a lot of tests, and doctors have said it's early glaucoma. You need to use these eye drops. They put me on 2 or 3 eye drops in a day and everything. So that also, I was worried. If you remember, I called you, Ramya, to say that, hey, this
Yeah,
is happening. What is it? Do I have to go through this at this age? And it's without that, what will I even enjoy? What will I even see? I like to do a lot of artwork, and can I even do all of that? And then immediately, Ramya gave me some guidance on this as well, and I started that. It was the bilberry and multi-keratin, some a combination of that. And even the doctors are surprised. Like right now, I'm off of any eye drops. I don't use any eye drops as such. I can see very clearly, and my eyes, I don't feel that stress, and it's super happy. I'm very happy with the outcome of that as well. And yes, again, my diet also helped me. So we made some modifications on the diet as well, where we added some more vegetables and proteins and stuff which is required for the eyes. So that also helped me come over this. And I'm so happy just continuing what I'm doing currently with your guidance, and it's all perfect with my eyes as well currently.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure it is definitely a big relief, because I know you're into software, and you have to look into laptop for so many hours, and with this, something like this, it would be a stop on so many things in life, right? I understand.
Yes.
So wonderful. So here in the audience today, Praneetha, we have a lot of people who are either in their transformation level, or almost done, or in the way to finishing their working on their health. So what is the one liner you could give as a suggestion, or your thoughts for them?
So thoughts would be, consistency and being persistent towards what they're doing really helps. It cannot happen overnight. You just have to give it time and observe yourself, be mindful of what we are doing while we are following any guidance that we are getting to our coaches. And do it with full trust, I would say. That is very important, because whatever you do, if you do just thinking because someone told you to do, but you're not happy about it, be vocal about it, discuss with your coach, and try to build that in yourself, where you can completely own it and do it. That will give you the full result.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your experience, Praneetha. Definitely I was very happy working with you, because, when you get someone who understands, when you are saying something, and somebody who reciprocates and understands the importance of, that should be given to addressing the root cause, and it takes time, right? So giving that patience and everything, it was really good working with you, for sure. And I'm very happy to hear, to see you at a place where you're at a very good level health-wise. Right. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with all of us. And thank you, Mayank, and over to you.
Thanks, Ramya. Thanks so much.